Got super hips? No, I don't mean superpowers. I mean super hips. Although, when your hips are your power source, they're sort of like a superpower. Let me explain in this week's Friday Value video. Your hips are designed to be the power source for your body. They're designed to provide power to your trunk, your back, your knees, your shoulders. Your hips have lots of motion in all three planes, and they're powerful in decelerating or controlling motion with movement. This means once you get started, they control how much you move, how fast you move, the direction you move. When you walk, run, swing, push, or pull, your hips are designed to be the power source. Not your back, not your knees. Now, when your hips weaken or lose mobility, other body parts get overworked, strained, and become injured. Improperly functioning hips can even lead to the need for disposable underwear. This is because they work to keep your pelvic floor strong. Restoring full, healthy hip function will improve your golf swing, your running, and pretty much every function you perform. I've had people tell me they need to strengthen their arms because they struggle to push open a heavy door. Their arms have nothing to do with that struggle. It's their hips and core that need strengthening. Your hips are your power source for opening heavy doors. It's vital that you have full rotation in your hips and your thoracic spine or your rib cage. It's also vital to create a strong core that is from your nose to your toes. We're not just talking your abs here. That said, turning on your abs through proprioceptors will turn on your core, allowing you to restore optimal function in the front of your hips. Now, this is not me doing a tricep exercise. This is me loading my anterior chain or the front of my body, including the abdominals, leaning back slightly against resistance, controlling that, and then coming back to the starting point. This was not my elbows straightening to work my triceps. This was loading my core from my nose to my toes. The movements that I teach provide the right training for you to achieve full mobility or range of motion, and most people don't realize how important that is until they lose it, as well as stability, your ability to maintain your balance or regain your balance once it's been disrupted in all three planes of motion throughout your entire body to restore full hip function the way it's designed to function. If you have decreased thoracic spine rotation or how well your trunk turns, this can stress your hips and or your back whenever you're attempting to change lanes or back up your car. This decrease may be only to one side, so try rotating as far as you can to the right and then to the left. Is there a difference? Is there limited motion and or maybe some pain or symptoms to one side but not to the other, or God forbid both? Now, if it's one side, this asymmetry will force your body to compensate for almost every move you make throughout the day, performing normal, everyday, daily tasks. Over time, this can lead to chronic pain issues. But training on your feet, using your whole body, that is absolutely necessary because you have gravity and ground reaction forces. It's a physics thing working to switch on those proprioceptors, those cells that tell your brain where you are in space and get your muscles going. That is what provides what is needed to transmit the force to wherever you need it to be. Stimulating your abs and glutes the right way, eccentrically, which means getting longer against resistance, like what you saw me doing with that band behind me, will enable your hips to become the power source in your body. I'm hoping by now you agree that understanding authentic human movement leads to better training choices with improved results. You will have super hips when you train the right way. Work to develop super hips to have lifelong well-being. I'll see you next week.